Okay, so I'm going to introduce my friends. Hello. Her name is Abir.
Hi.
His name's Daniel. And her name's Sylvia.
Hi.
Okay. And she's going to be my helper today. Hello, so thank you for listening to my presentation. Today we're going to do a speech on job interviews, a time to prepare. So how many of you have tried to apply for a job position only to know that you have been left waiting for a phone call for many months, or you never received it, or it's just a denied application? Yes? Both of you guys? Of here too?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, we've all been there, and you aren't the only one. By the end of this presentation, we will learn that there will always be second chances. I'm going to persuade you to be proactive towards acing a job interview. Okay, researching your company. Reading from these statistics, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the annual average of 14,265,000 people were unemployed in 2009. That means the national rate of unemployment is 9.3%. That increase of 4% based on 2005. This unemployment rate has not occurred since 1983. So currently, seasonally, at this time, in November 2010, it is reached up to 9.8% of unemployment. If you were one less of a person from that statistic, that will improve gradually over the years. So don't continue to be that extra number. I did the statistics research to educate you guys on how to educate everyone about the negative issue arising among the American culture or American citizens in employment. So I strongly encourage you, if you do research on the company you're applying for, you're educating your employee that you establish acknowledgement and a keen interest in the organization. So you're kind of answering, what do you know about us? Why do you want to work here? And what value do you bring to us? The next slide is more about proper attire. What I mean by that is proper attire equals confident performance. I have heard of bad stories from a career builder blog that one job hopeful arrived at his interview displaying a hairy chest, a medallion, strong cologne, and a wad of gum in his mouth. And which is worse, the applicant who wore a housecoat and slippers, or the one who wore his slippers with a bathing suit and t-shirt? So, based on that, proper attire equals confident performance, meaning you have to dress well in order to perform confidently. Next slide. For men, this refers to you, Daniel. For men, you're preferably to wear a button-up collared shirt with a neutral color and dress pants with closed-toe shoes. Groom your hair and also take care of your personal hygiene. And there's a picture of a man appropriate for an interview. Next slide. And for a woman, if you see over here displayed, she is preferably wearing a suit, navy or blue, that matches your body type with polished neutral colored closed-toe shoes. Also, it's important to groom your hair and personal hygiene. Take care of that. Confidence performance means turning your cell phone off, also listening attentively and demonstrating self-acknowledgement for interest in the organization and skills in the job. The third important aspect is tackling hard questions, tough questions in an interview. So this part is mainly getting a chance to know you guys. When you go into an interview, it's like a blind date. You can't always be sure of what the other person is like. We hope that the two of you get along well enough to preserve a mutually involved beneficial relationship. And that's taken from the textbook, Jobs in the Military Spouse textbook. So some questions that people might ask you, your future job employer, is, what is your greatest weakness? Do you know how would you answer that? No, right? That's a trick question. This question would have to end on a positive note. And an example would be, I have trouble with time management. And how did you overcome it? I will overcome it by prioritizing what's important to me. So for example, if I have kids or someone to take care of, I will always prioritize my time and put what's important first. And eventually I know that I can take care of business. And another question would be, why should I hire you? Do you know how to answer that? That's really important because you really want to get that job. That is kind of saying, what will make me hire you? That in that example, you would say, I'm very teachable, I'm very self-motivated, and I'm very professional while working. Next slide. Well, in conclusion, you have to research your company. That's the first aspect. And the second aspect is proper attire equals confident performance. If you know how to dress well, you will confidently perform. And lastly is tackling hard questions. So in the end, you guys, we all want to be prepared with the right equipment. Surviving a job interview may not always be easy. So I'm telling you to be proactive in your job preparation time. Seek your local career center, which is at the university upstairs on the 4th floor, your local library, which is also what we are in here, or even do some research on professional websites online. So most importantly, educate your family and friends, like you and me, to do the same. It will test your knowledge to show how much you know So if you do your homework, in no time you will pass that interview. You'll get a job. Thanks, you guys.
Nice.